actually trying a little trail. It's an old rail trail here in this area. I didn't think I'd be able to access it. When we turn around, I'll show you where we had to come in. There was just enough room for me to get around the part that holds cars out and, you know, stuff like that. Now the other end of this trail is actually paved. Done that, but cool to see this. Down that way right there is where I used to do a lot of fishing. Now that I know I can actually access it this way, might be time to do some more. This is actually the Haggett's Pond Rail Trail, or Haggett's Rail Trail, or something like that, in the town of Andover. All right, I'm going to pause you guys for a while and see how far I can go. Well, that was a kind of a rough patch. It's still kind of cool. Yeah. Certainly can't go very fast on this. Kind of opening up now a little bit here.
Time 23 minutes 3 seconds. Total distance 3.5 miles. Average speed 9.1 miles per hour. Split speed 4.4 miles per hour.
Yeah, the trail's definitely bringing my average speed down. Right now I'm really just a tad over a walking pace. About 6 miles an hour. Earlier when I was on that rougher patch, walking pace at best. I think I'm coming up to the paved area up here. I'll probably just turn around there and head back down. There's a little swale right here. Maybe a little bumpy. See, I'm going to miss those stones. Ah, there we go. Turn around here. Yeah, good place to pause for a minute. Got a runner coming up behind me. I'll let him get in front of me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the runner can go a little faster than I can through here. This is actually kind of cool. I'm glad I decided to try to do this morning. All right. I'm going to pause for a second here and I'll continue onward, but you don't need to. You can see another couple of little trails right there, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to try it with this thing. All right, let's go and get into this narrow, tight, a little bumpier spots here. A whole lot slower. Definitely a walking pace through here. And basically right around 4 miles an hour. Definitely need to keep two hands on the handlebars for the most part. And watch the rocks so that you aren't going to give yourself a flat. Going too fast, you knock the tire off its bead, and AAA is not going to come get me out here. Lots of roots right through this area. Definitely at a walking pace now, or less. A little bit of mud right here. Just it's good rain the other day. Just a low spot. Okay. All right, we're past the part right there. It's the part I didn't show the last time. Now we'll pause it again. Just for jollies, see how far down I can go to where the fishing spot, where I used to fish. Yeah, not too overgrown. A lot of people do walk it. I'm not the only person that's ever fished down here. This is not a secret spot or anything like that. Whoa, that was close. Probably the closest I've come to ever tipping over. Okay. Off to the left there is another place you could go. Yeah, a wee bit bumpy. I was really smart, I'd turn around right here. So I don't think I'm going to be able to turn around down there, but I never said I was really smart. Let's go take a look at the pond. Probably have to get off to turn the bike around down there, but that's okay. Yeah. And this was one of the spots I, would do a little fishing in. So I'm going to pause this while I turn the trike around and I get back on it. Okay, all turned around. Let's head on out. There's some bass in that pond. I caught a couple. Primarily bluegill, little pumpkin seeds. Not that I brought home. I was strictly catch and release. Get a little more assist through this area. There you go, back down to 1 or 0. This is the area where I almost tipped over, so I'm trying to see what was the matter there, or whether I just, oh yeah, there's a little dip right there that I got into. At the speed I was going, I wouldn't have gotten hurt. The only thing that would have gotten hurt was my pride. Yeah, another one of those spots right there, a little dipsy doodle. Now with 2 wheels, this would be a whole lot easier, but I make riding a trike cool. All right, let's pause for a bit. All right, back out on the main trail now. I could probably cut across that guy's area right there and get back up on the road quicker, but I was able to get on the trail. Let's see if I have to, without getting off the trike. Not sure I'll be able to do that going back this way, but we shall see. All right, the gate's in sight. They have that across so that it's easy to access by a person, all right? Or even a bike. I've seen horses out on this trail. They just don't want any cars. And that's probably a good thing, considering how stupid some people are. Don't have a lot of room on the side there. Well, let's see how I do. There we go. Made it without having to get off. Took a little finagling. Okay. Back on the road. Boring again. All right, let's get back out here. It's always nice when they stop and let me go. Not everybody does that, but a surprising, I don't want to even say surprising number. Even though I live in Mass and there are any number of Mass holes, a good number of people are fairly nice about it. All right. Yeah, a little car go by with there's
Time 45 minutes 39 seconds. Total distance 5.5 miles. Average speed 7.2 miles per hour. Split speed 11.2 miles per hour.
All right. Yeah, this hill's a bit. It's fun going down. There we go. All right. All right. It's about a mile from home. Nice little breeze today. Not bad. Yeah. Nice out. You really can't see it, but off to my right there's a development of McMansions. I love that term, McMansions. Cookie cutters. Okay. All right. Cars coming from that direction don't have to stop. And, you know, I prefer not getting run over and not being that jerk that makes them stop. All right. Home stretch. We're on the famous or infamous Mount Vernon bike paths. You really want to know about
Time 51 minutes 40 seconds. Total distance 6.5 miles. Average speed 7.6 miles per hour. Split speed 9.8 miles per hour.
If you really want to know about these bike paths, I'm sure you can Google them. There's all sorts of discussion about it in a couple Facebook groups. As a bike rider myself, honestly, I think they're the biggest, one of the wastes. They wasted the money. Okay, they weren't needed. I do not feel any more safe now than I did before. Everybody said, oh, we should add sidewalks. Well, you know, that would have been real expensive for people. The town, the city.
Time 53 minutes 44 seconds. Total distance 7.0 miles. Average speed 7.8 miles per hour. Split speed 14.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, before I use that again, I'm going to have to shut off that. I really don't care about the announcements every quarter mile or so. That was from back when I was actually running. But no, these bike paths, yeah, they're here, I'm using them. But had they ever even discussed it beforehand, I would have said I don't think they're necessary. But that's just, you know, my opinion. They didn't ask mine, and no skin off my teeth. And, you know, it's not like they are even enforcing it yet, because as you can see, that same car is there almost every time. You know the area? I'm going by the water towers. Heading home. And we made it. So let's see. Max speed on the dirt strip is 1.24.7. Average speed 7. That's not bad considering the trail we were on. So, yeah. And how many? And 6.8 miles according to the electric one. Okay. Thanks for watching. No need to like, no need to share, no need to subscribe. I'm just doing this for fun.